Morning Abotai, there's a Mishnah in Masechet Pesachim that writes that nowadays, unfortunately, when we don't have the Bet HaMikdash or the Korban Pesach, so on Lele Pesachim, on the Leila Seder, you're not allowed to eat Gedim Mekulas, which means a lamb or a goat that's completely intact and fully roasted, because that resembles too much the Korban Pesach, and it looks like who's Makdish, Uma'ale Bachutz, it's like he brought it outside the Bet HaMikdash, and therefore there's Marita Ayin involved. The Chachamim said you can't do that. What happens if it's not a complete lamb or goat? What happens if it's just a piece? What's the halacha over there? So the Mishnah says that has to do with minhagim of different places. Some places had the minhag to eat salit, to eat roasted meat from lamb or from other things on Leil Pesach. Some places had minhag not to. The poskim write, besides for very specific places that have such a minhag too, Maran Zechron Lecha writes in Chazon Ovadia, based on the poskim, that all of the places that we know today have the minhag not to eat roasted meat b'leil seder, and it doesn't only apply to lamb and goat, which is what the Korban Pesach was brought from. Anything that requires shechita, you cannot eat roasted on leil seder, whether it's beef or chicken, anything which requires shechita, no roasting, no grilling. Why? Because it resembles the Korban Pesach and it creates merita ayin. Not only that, the Magen Avraham points out that even something that's not salit, something that's not roasted, rather tzli kedar. Tzli kedar is something that is cooked in its own juice. Let's say you make a pot roast. You take meat and you put it in the oven and you let it cook in its own juices with the little spices, whatever. Gam asur. According to the minhag, that's also no good b'leil seder, because that also resembles tzali. Rather, what kind of meat or poultry is supposed to have b'leil seder? Only something that has some sort of rotiv, something that was cooked in water, something that was cooked in sauce or juice or oil or something that was fried. Over there, that's mutar. Why? Because over there, that's something that would be posel et korban pesach. The Torah says, Al tochelu mimenu na uvashel mevushal b'mayim. You're not allowed to cook it in water. So once you cook it in water, it's already not like korban pesach. So you have to tell whoever's preparing the meat for the Leil Seder, no roasting, no baking. For instance, you want to bake something in the oven, like meat or chicken, also no good. You have to do it davka with some sort of juice or oil or whatever it is, something noticeable, in which case that's going to be mutar for Leil Seder. Also, even for the people who have minhag to eat sali b'Leil Seder, which is very rare, you can't eat the zroa b'Leil Seder, because the zroa, the lamb shank on the Seder plate, is supposed to represent the Korban Pesach. That for sure you can't eat. The Ben Ish Chai says if you really want to eat it, you can eat it on the mornings of Pesach. You can eat it on the first day, second day, whatever it is, then you can have it. But Leil Seder, you're not allowed to have it because of this minhag. Yom Tov.